Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and welcome to Morning Brew. Wherever you are, whenever you're watching, I do hope it's a good one. I must apologize for being late. I was, unfortunately, have to admit, I was checking Twitter and I got caught up in the stupidity. So, needless to say, it was my fault completely. Why did I check Twitter? That's all I can say. Why did I check Twitter? Let's start with the chat. Let's see here. Milton Knowles was first. Okay. I have no idea, Milton. I have no idea. Okay, Milton is definitely in the chat. All right, and Dr. Alex is on the train home, so unreasonably tired. I'm sorry to hear that. 47 Yorktown says bonjour from Eastern Canada. Yes, Milton, it was, and I gave my reason. Good morning, Mega Cropper. How are you this morning? Good morning, I love food. It's Courtney's Fellowship of Oddballs says, good morning, everyone. And eventually, Courtney's Fellowship of Oddballs will be joining me on Morning Brew. I don't know when, but eventually. War Monkey says, morning. You are, well, almost correct. Almost. I greeted everyone first. So, bleh, they weren't quite correct. And how is everyone doing this morning? And it's Courtney's Fellowship of Oddballs says, I have to get some stuff done. Hope you have a good day. I'll try to stop back. If you can, go ahead and like and share out the stream before you go. It would be most appreciated. Milton says, you didn't get the song I posted the first bit. Thought everybody loved amateur singing. I have no idea what song it was, Milton. You might have started off with saying what the hell song it was. And Resolute Germ says, good morning, all. Oh. And thank you, Courtney. That's much appreciated. And Megan Cropper says, doing good, Captain Trek, although not much to be hyped with entertainment wise. Well, now that's true. You're absolutely right. And someday that's going to change, but I don't know when. There are good things out there to watch. Let's put it that way. Not many of them are being made now, but yeah. Anyhow, how is everyone doing this morning? I'm not sure if it's morning yet for Milton or not. Maybe late night. I don't know. Uh, Milton says, Courtney knows what's happening. I like music. Well, I'm glad you like music. I am. It would have been nice to have known what song you were doing. But, yeah. Hint for next time. Give the song title and artist out first. Then go into the song. Just a friendly suggestion. Because I have no idea what the hell song you were doing. And Milton says it's 1:13 in the a.m., so yes, it is Tuesday morning for Milton Knowles. Sounds strange to say at 6:14 a.m. where I'm at. Let's see here. Yellowstone and the new Spidey film that's about to come out on DVD. I have not seen either yet. And it's Courtney's Fellowship of Oddballs. So song's called Crazy by Gnarly Barkley. Thank you. Thank you, Courtney. I appreciate that. You are so weird, Milton. Don't get me wrong. I like you, but you're weird. Let's see here. You know what? It's Courtney. You guessed it again, but I'm not telling Captain Truck. Well, your spelling may be off, but at least you can spell Captain Truck. Not only are you telling me, you already had told me. So thank you, Courtney. I do appreciate that. It is nice that people are actually kind enough to tell me what is what's going on. So let's see here. It's Monday. I'm sure people are going to be getting back to work this week. So that's a good thing. Of course, well, at least it will be a good thing when it comes payday again. But so what is everyone doing today? I know several people, like Dr. Alex, has already finished his workday. So what is everyone doing today? And how was your weekend? Did you do anything exciting this weekend? And it's Courtney's Fellowship of Oddballs says Milton is an oddball. Well, yes, he is. I don't know about evil, but you are an oddball. Courtney says it's a good song. Well, good to hear. Milton, Milton. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Sometimes you. Sometimes you have me wondering. I'm really, I'm really torn whether I should do open lines or not this morning. Oh, am I ready for this? Procrastinating, having to do more divorce paperwork at the moment. This process is never ending, it seems. No, I'm sorry to hear that. And hopefully you get through it all soon. That would be much better. I'm glad that you're in a good mood, Milton. I am. And disability paperwork now. Everyone knows my fun life. Oh my God. Milton, sorry, excuse me. It's Courtney's Fellowship of Oddball says, I'm in good spirits. It is okay. Well, I'm glad that you're in good spirits. That is important. Hopefully that continues. I am trying, I should say, attempting to put together a desk that was very graciously donated. The maker of this desk their directions are basically as clear as mud. I'm working until I get tired trying to put the damn thing together. I could have just blamed it on that, but I thought I'd be honest as to why I was late this morning. Had a little moment last night, but I'm back on track. That's good. Meditation helps. I see that's the problem. I keep hearing that it helps, but don't really have any experience or anyone who can teach me anything about it. So, yeah. And the people who were going to have not. So, that's life. Things happen. Oh, Lord. Oh, God. There are certain people I wish they would ban from using Twitter. George Takei is one of them. Oh. Let's see here now. I Love Food says, never read the instructions. Well, unfortunately, the way this thing is designed, you kind of have to. And let's put it this way: I've seen instructions that are overcomplicated. The way this thing is built, they oversimplified how it is to put it together, and rely more on pictures than on words, which in theory is fine, except they're having you build it upside down and backwards, but giving you the directions for having it forwards. So you actually have to switch the directions that they have to put it in correctly. Retranslate everything that they're saying. So I have to figure out what they want, what it should be, and get it together correctly. So far, I've got the two sides done correctly. That only took me 2 attempts. I've got to work on the center pieces because there are 2 center pieces on it. And then I'll have to put the back in. Yeah, it's supposed to be a half-hour project for 2 people. And yeah, whatever. And it's Courtney's Fellowship of Bell says, okay, going to be productive for real now. Happy Monday all later. Well, you have a good day, Courtney. Milton says, you should do open mic. Yeah, that's why I don't. And hey, Keely Chow, not too much. Good morning. And as far as what's going on, not too much. What's going on with you? I am just sitting here getting things started, dealing with Milton in the chat. And other than that, yeah. Let's see what Milton has to say. How come when you tie knots in your hair? He said that. Okay. Okay, Milton. And good morning, Chester Saxton. How are you this morning? Yeah, things are starting off a little slow this morning. coffee is not yet kicking in. Oh, I'm glad to hear that you're doing great. That is very good to hear. So I don't know. Okay. Let's start out with something that was shared with me by more than one person. And it's the Give, Send, Go link for Rambling Canuck. The situation for his his monetary situation, I should say, has changed because his son is now of age, apparently, even though he's still in school and unable to work. So, unfortunately, let's see here now. Really? Let's get rid of that. What's that? There we go. Now I'm going to send the, excuse me, the goal right now is $3,000. The amount raised is, let me check again. Here's the link in the chat. The amount raised is currently at, where the hell did it go? I didn't close the damn thing, did I? Oh, there it is. The amount given is $382. I know there's a lot of things going on now, but there are people that are caring enough to give. And if you can't give, there is the ability to share. So share out the link and let people know what's going on. And good morning, brightest day. How are you this morning? And good morning, Gap Stargate, who says hello all. And I can ponder the mysteries of here, or I can take 10 steps and get to my book on genealogy. I do the least painful option. Well, that's less painful is good. Less painful is good. Well, it seems that, yeah. I don't know. I'll try doing the open lines thing. I don't know this morning. Or I may just I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. We'll just see how it goes. I have put the link in the chat, and I hope things go well today. I've been surprised at the number of people who've been watching these streams and been participating. There are days I'll have quite a bit of activity, and other days like today where it's going a little slower. Um, uh, it's funny. I don't want to do the usual things that drive me crazy when people are talking, and rather than using fill-in words. The problem is I need to learn how to well, as what Mr. CCDV said, the gift of gab. Well, that's one gift I don't have, and I wish I did. So either I'm going to need to learn to fake it, or going to need to I don't know. Gonna need to get some people on who can actually help with that, because and let's see here. Somebody is backstage. How did I know who it was? And it's Milton.
Good morning. I'm glad to see you too.
How are you, Milton?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing all right, thank you. I don't have alcohol, thank you. Nor do I have illicit drugs. So that would make it prohibitive. No, thank you.
Alcohol is bad, children. See, I'm on your side.
You do seem to be on my side. I do appreciate that.
I could be on somebody else's side. Do you want me to be on somebody else's side?
No, I appreciate you being on my side this morning. So what is going on, Milton? A answer would be good. And then, of course, he has to mute.
But StreamYard's told me when it did that. Anyway,
Ugh.
I measured this morning and it's a 1/4 inch off 13 inches.
What?
Yeah, my hair's an inch longer than what it was last month.
Ah.
I've been growing it out for 2 years.
Well, let's see what happens now.
Actually, I think it's 3 years now. It was, yeah.
Hello, world.
Hi, Bird.
5, Kapla.
Kapla.
Kapla, Cabby, YouTube's not showing me your streaming. I had to go to the sidebar to see that you were streaming.
Apparently, I'm being hidden today. Yay!
You've become shadow banned.
Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I've probably reached that point where I'm almost at 650. Therefore, I'm being shadow banned. Yay!
I'm out of YouTube jail.
You were in YouTube jail.
Yeah, I had a 90-day ban for stuff I didn't do.
You should have created the A-team. The YouTube A-team.
I know. Like they could have got me for talking about political stuff.
I don't understand. You've been on YouTube. Oh, you had in your own channel, you mean?
I was banned from making content.
Gotcha. I wasn't aware. If you had told me, I'm sorry, I forgot.
I found out halfway through the ban.
Well. Kapla, Gap, Stargate, and everyone, Keely Chow. Anyone I missed, apologies. So what were you guys talking about this morning?
Not too much here exactly. What's going on there, Bird?
Not much. Really, we just got up a few minutes ago and actually came on sooner than I normally would, but I'm just tired.
That is appreciated. I'm sorry that you're tired.
For those of you following my medical history, I had an echocardiogram last week and got the results yesterday. And unfortunately, while there was some improvement, it was kind of minimal improvement, not nearly what we had hoped. And so going to speak with a new cardiologist next week, the 15th. And I don't know, see if there's something else we could be doing.
Right.
But I don't know, maybe it just needed more time since it was relatively late. It hasn't been 6 months or anything since my change in diet.
Right.
And but I'd hoped there'd been more improvement. Unfortunately, what the improvement was on the left side of the heart, which is good, but the right side of the heart is the really bad side, and that side didn't show any improvement. So that's what's scary and worrisome.
But your heart's so big and full of love, Bird.
Yeah, well, it's too hard. It's too big. I don't think my heart is too big. I care too much. Is the problem.
I believe that. Forgive my endless ignorance, but what is an echocardiogram?
An echocardiogram is basically a sonogram of the heart. So they what's annoying is I have to turn in bed. I have to lay on my left side, which I can't do on my own. On my right side, I lay all the time. Like right now, I'm laying on my right side. If they could do it with me like this, it would be no big deal.
Right.
But for me to turn on my left side, I have to get a bunch of pillows. I have to put my arm in one spot and not move it. And it just doesn't feel comfortable. It's not a position I can stay for very long, but the sonogram isn't, it's not an hour-long test, but it's also, I think it's probably about a half hour. It's uncomfortable staying in that position. And if the technician doesn't know what he's doing, it could be even longer.
Yeah.
Although luckily I got a very good technician this last time. So I was happy with that. But yeah, it's just a pain in the ass. If it was easier to do, I don't know if we could get it done more often. Probably not. Insurance would probably say, I don't know why you're getting these done every 2 weeks, but we're not going to. But I would love to have it done more often if it was a bit more comfortable.
I hate medical stuff getting done to me.
And good morning, BK Dan.
The main problem I have with doctors is they have no sense of privacy.
I don't give a shit about privacy, Milton. I tell you guys everything.
Just about.
I can understand why some people keep things private, and I totally, think they should be allowed to. But me personally, no, I don't. I don't care.
There are definitely a few things that you do keep private, thankfully.
What I don't like about hospitals, none of the nurses will scratch your leg when you can't reach it.
Scratch your what?
Scratch your leg when you can't reach it. To this day, I cannot stand itchy butts.
Well, first of all, you probably are not asking in the right way. So that's probably part of your problem.
You should ask for a scratching stick so you can scratch it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I was swearing as much as a 12.
I don't know. I can't hear Milton anymore. He was swearing as much as and then he cut off.
I don't know. Yeah, that's for some reason it's been cutting off this morning. So what I'll have to do probably is mute, unmute, and there he is.
Yeah, I was swearing as much as a 12-year-old on morphine could. Which was mostly.
Is it possible that nobody understood what you were asking?
That's possible.
The medical professionals, they are supposed to know. It's their fault.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
I was essentially in a metal cage for half of my body. It's their fault.
And BK Dan asks, how was everyone's weekend? Well, it wasn't bad. How was yours?
Weekends mean nothing here.
My weekend was exactly like my weekdays. I sat around and did almost nothing.
Well, okay. The only thing about weekends is there's an increased chance of seeing MomOPrey.
Yes.
And tiresome. But
nephews are great. My favorite part about my nephew is I send him home at the end of the day. That and I get to play with his video games.
Actually, this upcoming weekend, we have a first. MomOPrey is leaving him.
Yes.
With us for a few hours to go to a a goodbye party for a couple of her friends who are leaving New York.
Oh, they're so lucky they get to leave that place.
Yeah. So, however, reality is having him here is a lot of work for MomOPrey. So we asked Camille to come by, and she said she would. So I'll have an extra set of hands or eyes for Charlie on Charlie.
Yeah.
Somebody to play with him or whatever. Or me, either way. Camille can take care of me, and
Yeah.
MomOPrey can handle Charlie.
How is MomOPrey?
MomOPrey is okay. She got Wordle in 2. She got Wordle in 2. I got in 3. I thought I was the shit. I was getting ready to flaunt it, and I was like, "Yeah, I got it in 3." So I got it in 2. I was like, "Son of a bitch." MomOPrey have stages me.
Hey, she can do that. She's MomOPrey.
Yeah. No, Yosef's not here, I don't think.
No.
She
What am I,
does.
top level?
Well, Yosef puts up a clue at midnight his time.
Okay.
Well, he puts up, I guess, when he finishes his Wordle.
Right.
I don't know what a Wordle is, but it sounds horrible.
It's a game. It's a word game that it's been getting popular online.
Yeah.
Hey, BK, we've been here.
Yeah. How you doing?
Not bad.
That's good. That's good.
I haven't looked up how to swear, and I haven't looked up how to swear in foreign languages today.
Okay. That's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. You get some pretty funny words.
I have enough fun with the English language, like the word defenestrate. My sister taught me that word. Defenestrate means to throw something out a window.
I would have to verify that. I don't know. So thank you for...
I am not telling you guys the words that make me laugh for hours. I told an Australian that, and I had sore ribs for 3 days the first time I told him that.
Oh, that's funny.
I will admit, one of them is a disease that's curable with a single pill. That's the only clue I'm giving.
Okay. I'm not going to guess, so.
I don't want to know.
Neither do I. Thank you. I was going to say that, Captain.
It's not a gross one. Yikes.
Let me put it to you this way. Milton, this channel does not give medical advice. If you're talking about something medical, which is can be treated with one pill, you're talking about something medical and giving medical advice. Therefore, it is not a welcome topic. Thank you very much for playing the game of unwelcome topics. So your weekend was eventful and full. Anything you could talk about?
Yeah, I had a couple of games Saturday. One of them was a charity game. We raised almost $300 for Out CT. Do you know what that is?
Go ahead and explain, please.
Okay, Out CT is an organization here in Connecticut where they help people with that are coming out of the closet kind of thing, and LGBT, you know,
LGBTQ
thank you.
plus, yes.
Yes, that community. and the resources with them, and funding suicide hotlines, and because of the high suicide rate involved in that community as well. So yeah, raise some money for that during the charity stream Saturday night. So that was a good thing, you know.
Absolutely. It's always good to be helping others.
Yep. And it's a hobby I've had since '84. So I'm sorry, Milton.
Oh, sorry. I was just saying I hate suicidal thoughts. I thought I was on mute again.
Ah, okay. Yeah, it's a hobby I've had since '84 anyway. So, and I enjoy it anyway. So, double duty on that one. Something I like and something I like at the same time. Helping others and by charity stream. So. And I do have good news to report physically for me, Cam.
That's good to hear. What is it?
I was able to do something I haven't done in almost a year and a half yesterday.
Which was?
Even though it was carrying a bag of trash, something I have not done in a year and a half because of how awkward it is walking with a cane and a bag of trash at the same time, with my legs being as bad off as they are. Mm-hmm. I was able to do it. I was able to do it and throw out the trash on my own. So that's a plus. Oh, yes. Very boo-hoo.
Congratulations.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Bird. Thank you. Thank you, Captain. Thank you, Milton.
As much as I love my walking stick, I hate it.
Oh, I love my cane, but I hate having to use it. So I can relate. Trust me.
Like the last 3 days, I've been standing up without it just out of spite.
I can't. I wish I could.
Oh, my leg shakes my TV around to the point where I have to readjust it every time I stand up.
Mm. Yeah, it doesn't sound fun. So. Oh, I just realized Mega Cropper. Yes, Burger King is here. Yep, Burger King. I just realized that Mega Cropper. He put in a burger in the chat. Yeah.
Yes.
I just saw it. Even though it's been there for 5 minutes, I just saw it. I've been busy talking.
Only 3.
Oh, 3?
Yes.
Okay. I've been busy talking.
I should be looking at the chat, but I'm looking at Alice in Wonderland fan art.
Ah.
Okay. Is that supposed to be congratulations, BK? As a gap? Is that what that's supposed to be? I think that's what he's supposed to mean on that one. Congratulations.
Oh my goodness.
Or he's just clapping.
Clapping.
Yeah. Might be saying congratulations with the clapping.
Who knows?
We'll find out in a few seconds when they respond.
I found an Alice in Wonderland 2 set.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. Like, that's the best thing ever. Till the next random thing I see.
I usually don't do random anymore. I'm too old for random.
You're never too old to do fun things.
To do what?
To do fun things.
Oh, I didn't say not fun. I said random. There's a difference. Unless you're talking rolling dice.
Possibly.
Rolling dice is. Oh, thank you, Gap. Thank you.
I tell you what, I have the most consistent dice rolls ever. Natural ones.
Hmm.
It is not useful when you're playing a sorcerer.
Oh, you play, do you?
And
I've
let's
played
see
once.
here. Gap Stargate asks Milton, why do you call yourself the Insane Witch King? I understand the insane part, but what about Witch King?
Well, actually, that's a lesser title than I have now, but I actually have earned the rank of a Witch King. Which
Okay.
is a part of it involves becoming a recognized priest of multiple covens.
That is something that most people aren't aware of. But yes, thank you. And good morning, Sean and Alexa Home Video USA Topic. Always good to see somebody new in the chat. How are you today?
At least he spells it correctly. Sean is spelled correctly, the Irish way. That's how my brother spells his name too.
I don't think that's how your brother spells it. I think that's how your parents spelled it.
Well, to be true, yeah. Yeah. That's how my mother spelled it, yeah. Sean.
I live in a Scottish region, so everybody else speaks weird.
Well, let's see here. You're in Kiwi land. Of course, it's weird.
I wasn't going to go there, Captain. I'll let you take that one.
I'm not bad at caber tossing, but yeah. Well, I wasn't bad at it when I was a kid.
A what?
It's like throwing around a telephone pole for fun.
Okay.
Another online friend of mine is in Scotland. He taught me that. It's like throwing around a telephone pole for fun, he said.
I've seen those games. Those are some messed up Highland games. Yeah.
I said, you have fun with that one. Throwing around a telephone pole for fun.
If I remember correctly, you have 3 sizes of log, and I could do the biggest one when I was about 16, nearly 17. And I only got it 5 degrees off, which was actually pretty appalling, but yeah, I still got a prize.
Men and their logs. We could talk about anything in the world, but it always comes back to wood.
Captain's log.
And I had a pretty bad limp back then. I had a pretty bad
Captain,
limp
you
back
should change your name to Captain Log.
No.
Captain's Log.
No, hell no.
I'm sorry, Captain.
Captain's Log is a good name.
The Captain's Log, even better. I'm sorry, Pat.
No, Bert. Actually, you're adding to the humor
adding
of
to the
morning.
entropy of the universe.
Need more black holes to take away the entropy. They suck everything up. Black holes suck like vacuums.
I can say what I want to say, and I won't say it.
It really doesn't matter what color the hole is, does it?
Oh, my
Although
God.
every black hole eventually explodes due to Hawking radiation. So
yeah, actually
They're just temporary. Very, very long, but temporary.
Evaporate. More like it.
Well, at the end, it's a massive explosion. Putting the world's largest supernova to shame. Literally the part where pressure overcomes the gravity holding it, and then all matter spews out of the hole in all directions simultaneously, bathing a cosmos in a light never before seen since the dawn of creation.
You're not wrong, Bert. You're not wrong. That is the true death of a black hole.
Why? Just why?
That's my question. I'm left asking that same question, Milton.
All the greats of physics have asked themselves the same question. They've looked up to the stars, to the skies, and they say, why? Why? Albert Einstein.
Why the black hole? I encouraged him.
Isaac Newton. The wheelchair guy.
Stephen Hawking, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know that Isaac Newton invented gravity?
No, he didn't. He
I'm pretty sure
he didn't invent it.
No, how can you be so sure that gravity existed before Isaac Newton?
No, he's the one that discovered the equation to the gravitational constant, but he didn't invent gravity.
Yeah.
Actually, a lot of Isaac Newton's work has been proven wrong so far.
What?
A lot of Isaac Newton's work has been proven wrong so far. But he opened up the gates.
Not in Kuroga.
It's like Charles Darwin's theory of evolution underneath the intelligent guiding hand of God. Well, they kind of go with the theory of transportation now. But he did open up the pathway and present actual viable current evidence. Well, as current as you can get. See, I actually have big brains sometimes.
Kapla Snortopupus Q.
Hello, Snortopupus.
Good morning.
All right, let's see here. Good morning, Snortopupus Cuber. How are you today?
It's adorable when he says that. Hello.
Yeah. I wouldn't use the word adorable, but adorable is for my Daisy only, as far as I'm concerned.
No, that's your decision. Let's see here.
That's why I say, in my opinion, yeah, it's for my Daisy.
I can't, because all it shows up for me as little whatever. It doesn't show up for me. All it shows up is squares. Square, 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 square. And Gap Stargate says, look at Milton's emoji. That's all I know.
I don't know. But all I have to say is Bird is the third most adorable creature I know.
Let me see if it shows up in.
What, on the YouTube side?
Yeah, I'm just looking over there. Let me go ahead and. Yep, it shows on YouTube how I see it.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Let me get the.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like I said. I'm going. What the hell is that? Until you look at the YouTube side.
Sorry, I'm playing Whack-A-Bot. I'm reporting a Whack-A-Bot.
Thank you.
You're
Much
welcome.
appreciated.
I just clicked over and saw it. Just in time.
And thank you, Gap Stargate, for taking care of that. It is much appreciated. And unfortunately, we have lost Bird. So,
oh man, Bird's good people.
I'm sorry, I must have hit the wrong button.
No problem.
Goddamn
At least you're
connections.
able to bring yourself back in. That's the good part.
Yeah.
Apparently it is a offensive to somebody. So yeah. Who knows?
The world may never know.
And the world may never care. So
what's on your agenda this lovely day, Captain?
not too much. Not too much at all.
Nice relaxing day.
No. Not at all.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What, are the kids home today?
Yes, they are.
Ooh.
So
my
that's going to be the fun part of today.
My condolences.
Surprised they aren't up and awake already. Anyhow. I know Bird loves to see his nephew. I wouldn't mind missing my great nephews once in a while.
I actually got to see my grandson yesterday, which is good, you know. I haven't seen him in almost a month before yesterday, so. Yeah. I think I've shown you a picture of him, haven't I? By Corey?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
I get to see my nephew on Thursday, I think. And then I get to have a hearing test.
Okay. It's good to get to see your nephew when you want to, right?
I like my nephew. Yeah, I get to see him every few months. He's pretty cool.
Yeah, so's my nephew. He's 10? Yeah, 10 now.
And we're going to welcome to the stream NP Geek.
Hey guys, how's everybody's
Good morning.
Hey BK,
eventful and good. Good.
Yeah, my weekend was pretty good. I finally figured out why my Plex app wasn't working anymore. And that's been a 6 month of me trying to figure out what the problem was. And then I finally went through doing a bunch of research, and then I started looking. I'm like, I am missing something. I'm like, there is a key thing I keep missing. There's like one small thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then it finally dawned on me when I was going through it yesterday. Whatever happened at the last power outage that caused this, it erased my map drives.
Oh.
So I had to remap the drives. Now, the reason why I forgot this one piece is because when I set this up, I set it up over 10 years ago on the server. So I kind of forgot about it.
Yeah.
So, and then once I mapped them, I was able to get on the app and go in, and it was able to see the destinations I wanted it to see. So now I've got my little mini Netflix back up and running. And first thing my son did once I told him, goes in, decides he wants to watch something because he's been asking me about it for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So he starts watching Doctor Who. Now granted, he started with the Ninth Doctor, but I figured for his age, that's probably a good place to start.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's already done with the Ninth Doctor. He's already onto the Tennant era now. And he really enjoys it so far.
Yeah, Tennant was a good doctor.
I don't like the current Doctor Who.
I'm sorry, what, Milton?
Oh, sorry. I don't like the current Doctor Who. She's terrible.
Oh, we're not talking about her.
Hello?
No, I pretty much stopped with Capaldi after the Husbands of River Song. That last season wasn't bad, but I just could not stand Bill. I just could not stand her.
Yeah.
She was the
thing is, she's actually not. She's not a bad support actor, but she is the actor for the role. Like, she was good in Torchwood.
Yeah, but she just didn't really fit the role as a companion. I know a lot of people, and you know, everybody has a companion they don't like. I know Clara was one a lot of people didn't like.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Rose is one
What?
I've never
She
heard
was
anybody
awesome.
like.
As far as Clara, I didn't
she
like
did
the
go a
fact
bit
that they
very
just
soon.
kept her up. Yeah, I didn't like the fact that they just kept her, bringing her back and bringing her back and bringing her back, Clara, and just kept her for too long. The impossible girl they kept too long. That was my thing with Clara. Not as the character itself, just the writing. They kept her on a little too long.
I kind of liked how Husbands of River Song ended because, I mean, when you start out the first time you meet her, it's with David Tennant. And then, of course, Matt Smith, she spends the most time with. And then, you know, she gets the one special with Peter Capaldi that kind of ties everything up together.
Her beginning / end. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did like that. Yeah.
I liked how she pulled out, you know, the one guy pulled out the pocket, the wallet that had all the pictures of his previous incarnations.
Mm.
And Capaldi's just looking at it, and it was kind of funny. I thought that was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
So have you ever gotten into Doctor Who, Bird?
Sorry, Cap, what was that?
I said, have you ever gotten into Doctor Who at all?
No, never have, and unfortunately, I don't think I ever will. But you know, good for people who enjoy it. I'm glad they got something. I do have a little surprise, if you're interested.
Sure.
I have a mother here who would like a moment to tell a short story of sort. Just a moment of your time, if you've got that, Captain.
Absolutely, we've got that.
What's that? Absolutely not.
Absolutely,
that's very rude to
yes.
say to MomOPrey. Wow,
Hello?
Captain.
No,
Are you
no, I don't said that.
I would never say that.
I don't believe Captain said that.
MomOPrey knows me all too well. Okay, MomOPrey.
All right. Morning, all.
Good
morning.
morning.
I'm getting an earpiece. He's giving me an earbud, so I'll be able to hear. Except it's falling. Give me a minute. Okay. Okay, now I'm ready. Anyway, good morning, everyone. I'm having an absolutely great day because I got Wordle in 2.
Wow.
Yeah, well, I have to say that I did read Joseph's whatever hint, clue, whatever he said before, when he posted his Wordle score. But what I've been doing, I guess, it is trying to spring clean the house or just organize it. And I am absolutely terrible at organizing. I can do many, many things. I can't organize. Charlie can organize stuff better than me. I don't know. I'm like less than 2-year-old in my mind I look at stuff and I see the space where it's got to go. I might have taken it out of that space, but I can't get it back in. That's how bad I am. And I've always been this way. I remember, MomOPrey and MomOPrey. I think I was pregnant with MomOPrey. And MomOPrey worked nights then.
Mhm.
So I was trying, it was a big closet for an apartment in New York City, in Brooklyn.
Right.
But certainly not a big closet by today's standards. But it was packed with, we didn't use it for clothes. It was in the second bedroom that Bird wasn't sleeping in yet. It was set up as a nursery, but he was still in our room in a porta crib or something. Anyway, he must have been napping, and I was standing there trying to take stuff and get rid of stuff we didn't need. And MomOPrey came home, and I was standing at the closet staring at it in tears. And I don't know how long I was there doing that. That's how frustrated I freeze. Nothing makes sense in my brain. Well, here we pop to 40 years later. Let me finish. MomOPrey came in, and in 10 minutes, he had everything back in the closet, and the closet was only half full. I'm telling you guys, this is my weakness, my down. I can't. And then now with COVID and supply chain shortage, and I've always tried to keep things just in case.
Right.
Okay, well, there's got to be a point. But now it's gotten worse. Because just in case could be like, you're never going to get this thing again. It's not being made anymore. You don't need it now, but you might.
Right.
Oh my goodness. Well, I guess if I was the type of person that, would go out and buy all clear bins and mark them and organize them all in the same size, and I'm not. I that's never going to happen. I don't know how to say it. I am really frustrated. And it's no sense in me like hiring somebody to help me, because I'm going to tell them I need to keep everything. And I know I don't. So I'm the one that has to really go through and decide. So I have decided that expiration dates on everything is wonderful, because it gives me a reason to get rid of it. I don't know how else to say it. I mean, there are expiration dates on food, we know that.
Right.
But on canned goods, now, growing up, there were no expiration dates on things like that.
No.
I just everything stayed for as long as when you finished it, you got rid of it. Oh, guys, I want a magic wand to just bingo and it's done, and that's not happening. So the wonderful MomOPrey, you guys all know, really isn't so wonderful. I really like.
Well, you're absolutely wonderful.
Oh, thank you, son. My son thinks I'm
Absolutely.
wonderful. Well,
Well,
thank
you are.
you.
Okay, you're not perfect. Woo.
No.
Guess what? You're human.
Oh, I am definitely human. And I just get so frustrated with this stuff. And what makes it even worse, understand, I mean, 99% of the things I'm going through are not per se mine. They're not like, oh, memories I'm saving from when I was a kid. No, my memories are in my head. I don't need things to remind me of anything.
Right.
But the problem is there's like 3 or 4 giant tote containers of physical photographs. They're just in the box. Very few of them are in albums or anything like that. Now, when Bird was able to walk and all his stuff is really nicely organized, like he has his pictures in albums and frames and all that, but that's not me. So you have to understand, stuff came here from me, from Dad O'Prey, from Sis O'Prey. She's moved a couple of times and brought her stuff here, and she's less organized than me. I don't know. It's like but I had gotten the garage cleaned out last year. That was really great. Camille and a friend of hers came. This guy I knew what needed to go and what needed to stay, and he was quick and he was fast. But now the garage is full again, because what's in the garage? The old Hill-Rom bed, the old lift, and the old wheelchair. Now, will I ever get rid of them? Probably not, because now Bird has a backup. Not a great backup, but a backup in case something happens to this bed and the wheelchair and the lift. So, outside of assorted other items, that takes up, say, the room that a car would take up in the garage. So, guys, anyway, thank you for letting me get this out. I guess I needed to. Everybody have a good day. Tonight is garbage night. I am really going to try to have bags full of stuff that are useless to anybody out by that curb. See, Joe, I have them speechless. They have nothing to say. I am so like that's.
I'm just amazed at all you do.
Well,
yeah.
I do a lot, but I wish I could do it better. And I felt if I was, though I have to say, when Bird asked me for something, you remember that from 5 years ago? Yeah, he does. And do you have it? And 99% of the time, I will walk into the room, pull out the exact thing he wants inside of 2 minutes. So my brain works in a funny way, but it's certainly not organized. I remember, but I honestly, I am getting worried. And this isn't going to happen soon, son. It's going to happen in 30 or 40 years, that there'll be a time that I might not be the one able to go in there and get stuff. So I am trying to mark boxes, and I write on things. Do not throw out Charlie's first Christmas memories. Things like that. Uh, you know, uh,
Hey, MomOPrey.
yes.
My wife saved a lot of baby clothes from back when both our kids were little. Not my oldest, and my grandson. Last time I visited him was wearing my son's baby clothes
Aw,
from 13, 14
aw.
years ago.
Now
So
that's nice.
yeah, yeah, we gave we kept a lot of things. Like, we kept all the kids books we had, because it was like, even after the kids got older, then they outgrew that reading level. We
Right.
decided we were going to keep them because my daughter, we gave them actually to my daughter, and she reads them to him from time to time, and eventually he'll get to
Yeah,
read them. So there are some things that you don't throw out. You kind of keep for the long term. You just got to find the storage space for them.
exactly. I mean, books I don't throw out. Unless, unfortunately, they got water damaged. You know, no, we have boxes and boxes of books of all age levels.
Cap, NB, I am sorry, but we need to go.
Oh,
No problem.
No problem,
We'll
buddy.
talk back later.
thanks for
Absolutely.
listening, guys.
You are
Okay,
most welcome.
Bye.
you're welcome.
And good morning, Spooky AF19. How are you?
My dog's name is Spook.
My youngest dog is named Gizmo, and Bird of Prey is the one who came up with that name.
Huh.
And I'm so
Well,
sorry, my modem gets me as here most of the time. My modem had a hiccup.
Ah, yeah, that happens sometimes.
She mentioned, MomOPrey mentioned photos, and I decided to take a look on my server. Oh my god, my server has over 6,000 photos that we've taken over the last 15, 16 years.
I'm actually surprised that it's not higher.
I am too. One of the nice things with the app working again and being able to connect is there is an actual function in the app on my phone that I have it set up to where when I put it on the charger, it automatically uploads any new photos to the server. So definitely a nice feature. I don't have to actually manually do it myself.
My sister told me all my old books are not inappropriate for my nephew, but beyond his reading level. And why was I suggesting them until I told her they were the ones I was reading when I was 8? He's 12.
It depends. I was talking with someone once, and or actually, I talked to several people that were much younger than I was when they read Dune for the first time. Some, like, say, for example, 8, 9 years old, some even younger, and they
Right.
absolutely loved it. And I'm 15, and I'm like, I don't get it, and I didn't get it till another 15 years later. It just kind of depends on what grabs you at a young age.
Most of my books are on geology from that age.
Geology is a good thing.
I got 2 on trees.
Well, you have a good day, gorillas. Thank you for stopping by. And please share this out because apparently we're being shadow banned. Yay! Why? Because I'm at 649 subscribers. They don't want me to hit 650. So
When I was in
Fuck
school, the 3 things I read the most, other than comic books, was stories on Greek mythology, stories on vampire mythology, and what was the third one? Oh yeah, I was going through a Stephen King phase.
When I was going to school, when I hit high school, I had all my credits for my NCA levels except about 3, and then my therapist decided to have them not taken off my record, but something done to them on record because he thought that I should spend longer in school. My whole goal was to get out of that hellhole. So when I turned 15, I left, went to Polytech, and basically resat those tests. I got NCA level 6 in about 4 weeks, NCA level 3 in 3 weeks.
Ah.
I was a smart kid, and look at me now, everybody.
Well,
I tell you, I told my wife, we sometimes joke about, we've had that joke about, she said, yeah, I wonder what it would have been like if I met you sooner. I was like, you'd have fucking hated me in school, and we didn't even travel in the same circles. I was like, you did tap dance, you were an Indianette, you were very into school and clubs. School was just someplace to go, meet my friends, do my work, and go home. I was like, I told my wife we would not have got along back then.
I was an emotionally abusive high school bully that got the shit kicked out of them on a regular basis. I have to admit that is a triumph for the crippled kid that can barely walk with a walking stick. I mean, you have to do a lot for them to want to kick the crap out of you.
I got into a lot of fights in grade school. I got into several in middle school and then junior high when I transferred to a junior high from a middle school. I only got into one fight in high school, and that happened to be the year that they started calling the cops instead of just suspending us. And I was like, well, shit. And I actually said it. I was like, well, shit, if I'd known you were going to call the cops, I'd have beat the shit out of him more. I'd at least made it worth getting arrested.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, they tried to charge me as an adult because I was 17, he was 16. And then they tried to charge me with assault with a weapon because when I punched him, I had my class ring on. And I actually put a gash in his head. Let's just say the charges were dropped. It never went anywhere. Nothing happened out of it. Except I got suspended for a couple of days.
I got in quite a bit of trouble at high school for in my defense. A kid came up with me and cracked a cricket bat over my head. I broke it in half over theirs, and then I beat them up with both halves of it. And I was the one that got in trouble with the school until multiple eyewitnesses said it was in self-defense. And it was also pointed out that I had a solid steel walking stick with a 3-inch round ball bearing on the end of it at the time that I could have done a lot more damage with. Yeah.
I had this one kid on a bus, I think when I was in, I don't know what grade. Oh, yeah, I was in junior high. And this kid, me and him had always had problems. And he just one day, but right when he got off at his bus stop, took his books to the back of my head and just sucker punched me in the back of the head. Now, I'm sorry, but as men, I don't believe in sucker punches. I don't. I don't believe you should sucker punch a person. And so when he took those books to the back of my head, I ended up jumping up, grabbing him by the neck, or like wrapping my arm around his neck, and I just started beating the back of his head. And then I finally let go of him, and then I just kicked him so fucking hard he almost fell on the floor. And then the bus driver was like, "Did you see what he did?" He goes, "Yeah, I saw what you fucking did. You're lucky that's all that happened to you. Now get the fuck off my bus." When I got to my bus stop, I told the bus driver, I'm like, "I'm sorry." He goes, "Fucker deserved it." I was like, "Oh shit, guess I'm not getting suspended today."
Fair enough.
He was a good bus driver. He's a good guy. Are you, Cap? Did you do anything fun this weekend? Watch anything? Review anything?
Nope.
I actually watched after I got the server back up and running. I finally I was going through and looking at all the freaking movies on there I have that I've downloaded, but I've never watched. So I started going in a little bit order, and the first one I came to that I hadn't seen was 47 Ronin, which came out in 2013. I'm gonna do a little review. I thought it was a very good movie. I'm kind of disappointed it didn't get it just didn't get the accolades it deserved, because it was actually a very good movie. This was not one of those Keanu Reeves is there and he's the white savior or whatever crap people try to put nowadays when you put a white person in a place with minorities.
Excuse me, a white guy in Japan, he's the minority.
Yeah, that was kind of, I think, the point. And he wasn't even a white guy. They called him half-breed throughout the movie because he's half English and the other half is a Japanese peasant. So he's not exactly, I mean, he's treated like shit a lot. But the thing is he knows his place. And, in that time, a caste system was in place in that area. And he knew where his place was, and he for the most part, stayed there.
I got shit at high school when they found out that I was part Māori, but not by any of the European kids, by the Māori kids. And I got a lot of crap for it. And it was like, what? Like, my right side doesn't work. My right side doesn't work properly, and and at that age I had noticeable hormone problems, and they chose something that you can't even tell until you actually look into it to make fun of me for it. It was like, what the yeah.
I like what Darius says here. The movie explains that he looks strange because he's half demon. Well, they did wonder if he was a demon or not. I mean, that did come up quite a bit.
Keanu Reeves
enjoyed it.
Is an angel, not a demon.
Like I said, I thought it was a good movie. I had to do some research because I'll be the first one to admit I do not know Japanese culture that well, and especially not at that time. So I had to look up some things to, understand what they were, like the and if I say it wrong, I apologize. The Tengu. I had to look that up. I had to look up a couple other things just because I didn't know what they were.
Right.
I just wanted a little more background on, because the movie has kind of supernatural aspects to it, like shape-changing, dragons, magic, and all of it based in, from what I could tell, Japanese lore.
Right.
And me, Cap, I'm always a fan of history. I always love learning new things about different cultures and history.
Right. Well, that's if you really want to understand something, you've got to put research behind it. Not just a superficial Google search, but actually, looking. And I know you do more than that. You actually look into things.
Actual names. I forget the actual.
Right.
A good weekend of research at least. Look up the native group of northern Japan.
I'm sorry, say that again.
You were a little garbled there. I heard something about Japan, but that was it.
Something about northern Japan. That's all I heard.
I didn't even catch the northern part.
Darius says he saw it at the theater and enjoyed it.
Yeah, I was reading some of the disagreements with the movie. Some people said it was slow. I mean, okay, if that's what you think, that's fine. I didn't think it was slow, but you know, my tastes are somewhat different. I sometimes like a good slow burn, and like I've said, my favorite horror movies are actually psychological thrillers, which is one of the reasons I love Hitchcock movies so much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought it was an enjoyable movie.
It's just long enough.
I'm sorry, what were you saying, Milton?
Oh, he said the movie was just long enough.
Sorry, I just fixed my mic. Yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry, my mic's acting like crap at the moment.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah, we had to do some work.
It's like I'm on your old cell phone.
Oh.
The problem with cell phones
My
is
newest cell
eat
phone
up
hasn't turned back on.
StreamYard eats up a battery like a motherfucker.
It's on charge at the moment, so it should be all right as long as it doesn't overheat.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, go ahead.
I was just going to say the kind of one of the reasons also I wanted to get this back up and running is I want to do reviews on movies like this, you know, older movies that, you know, it's like some of our guys doing panels, they pick an older movie and they talk about it, you know, maybe give, you know, a new perspective. The movie came out in for example, that movie came out in 2013. So, you know, it's almost 10 years ago. The CGI looks a little dated. I'll be the first one to admit that. But,
right,
you know, I depending on the year when it's made, you kind of can give certain passes.
True.
Like, for example, I love The Last Starfighter. Absolutely love the movie. I don't care if the graphics haven't aged the greatest. I'm like, they did the best they could with what they had. And they wrote a good story with good practical effects when they could use them.
And that's really what's important. Unfortunately, what's being made today doesn't really isn't going to age well at all. I mean, the CGI may, but the stories, no.
Well, go ahead, Milton.
I think Hollywood started going downhill about 5 years ago, and it's a case of they just got lazy with the story writing. They're not really writing stories. They're just trying to design a product for as many people as possible. And frankly speaking, stories are meant to be hated by people. And if you try to pander to a large audience, the stories are just shit. Mindless shit. Sorry.
Well, I mean, any time nowadays, and I think Cap knows this one because I've said it before, and I think he agrees with this. Anytime you say, "Oh, we're creating this show for a more modern audience, a more diverse," but okay, that right there is fucking red flags that this show is probably going to suck because they're focusing on the wrong damn things. So, like for example, I saw an article. I guess the woman who played Selena Kyle in the new Batman tried out for a role in the last of the Nolan Batmans. And I'm reading the article and she's like, yeah, they said she looked too urban. She's like, I don't know if that was from Nolan or the casting. It was probably the casting director. And then she goes on about being biracial. And I'm just like, maybe they just saw you and didn't think you were the right person for the role. Did that ever come to mind? You're not even an A-list actor. Fuck, I don't even know if we have A-list actors. I mean, do we have any A-list actors anymore?
I don't think so. The funny thing is, I mean, that reminds me of when my mom was still working in a hospital. What you'd have the third string players from the NFL coming in and acting like they were VIPs. It's like, yeah, you're nobody. Go.
You sit on the bench making the minimum wage your contract allows. Sit down, shut up.
Exactly. It's like, well, I want this and this and this. Good for you. You don't get it. And they weren't asking, they were expecting. It's like they snap their fingers and expect my mom to show up like a waitress. It's like, well, my guests are here. They need this. They're welcome to go get it. They're welcome to go get it.
Is your mom an RN?
Yes.
Oh, so was my grandmother. She was an RN for, God, I think 30 years. She worked night shift and stayed in the ER the whole time. Well, almost the whole time.
And hello, Dr. Alex. How are you this afternoon?
Dr. Alex. Oh, Dr. Alex, you need to get up here, man. It's always good when you're around. So I'm going to say, is there a doctor in the house? I know, bad pun.
Let's see here.
That Dr. Alex guy is a great storyteller, and I believe he writes his own stories. They are based on Doctor Who, but they are great stories.
Yes, from what I understand, he does a lot of Doctor Who fan fiction.
I like oh no, what's happened now? Wait. I like the language structures he uses though. He does.
Oh, apparently, we've lost
Lunch
Milton.
break.
So anyhow,
Well, it looks like Dr. Alex is on lunch break.
yeah, no problem, Dr. Alex. Thank you for popping by. Always good to have you in the chat. Maybe have you up here again sometime. But I know that there are several streams going right now, and that you can catch Loki's Mornings of Mischief. If you'll drop the link to that, Keely Chow, it would be most appreciated. But with that, I think I'm going to call this a stream. Thank you, everybody, for joining, and have a good day.